in the trees and the cute little bunnies, birds flying free and bees with their honey.
Today is Children's Day and Wildlife Wednesday. You know what that means we're talking about. I decided to combine them together so we have offspring as our theme. We'll learn about the young side of our beautiful animals. Like, we all know about polar bear cubs and elephant calves, but today we're doing a wildlife story time for Wildlife Wednesday. I'll talk about the young ones in a story time in a storybook that children can read. This time, no cursing is allowed in this because it involves children. So Bella is a cute little bunny who takes independence by the reins and goes off to find food for her mother. As Bella hops through the meadow, she encounters various friendly animals like Timmy the tortoise, Sammy the squirrel, and Olivia the owl. They are really kind civilians, but they do not have a resemblance for this story. She had friends as well. Ben is a bear cub. Kayla is a kangaroo jolly. Heather is a horse foal. And Felix is a cardinal fledgling. Bella is a curious and brave little bunny who loves to help her parents. Ben is strong and playful and always looks out for his friends. Kayla is energetic and bouncy, and she loves exploring new places. Heather is fast and graceful with a gentle and kind heart. Felix is small but clever, with a talent for finding the best places to play and hide. Hold on a second. Bella and her friends go to school together. Their teacher, Betsy the Lion, is teaching them about life outside once they reach adulthood. That day, they learned about the predators of them. They're told to never approach one. That's an important lesson for young animals to learn. Betsy is a wise and caring teacher. Ben learns that he needs to watch out for hunters and wolves. Kayla should be wary of dingoes and massive birds of prey. Heather must be cautious of wolves and cougars and mountain lions. Felix should be on the lookout for cats, much larger birds than themselves. Bella needs to avoid the foxes and birds of prey. They need to stay with the group, as there's safety in numbers. And each friend should know where to hide if they sense danger. They have to trust their instincts to sense danger and react quickly. That weekend, as she does, she'd walk or hop over to her grandmother's house to see her every day. And then she would feel like she's being watched as she goes. After Felix and Bella meet up, they came to Grandma, talked with each other. And then they came with medicine for Grandpa Bunny, who is sick. Felix stays to catch up with Bella's grandma while she returns home for lunch with her mom. And then she sees a shadow in the air. It's some kind of raptor. Eagles were likelier to see her as a dish best served helpless. She was hoping it was a falcon or a hawk, but she didn't want to jinx anything. She didn't. But what? It wasn't a hawk or a falcon. It was the very thing Betsy warned her about. It was the eagle. The eagle is not stupid. Bella ran and then hid under one of the tree trap doors. There was a squirrel that dug it, and he uh, he flies away as they think. After seeing her sprint again, he flies after her. Just as she was about to touch the door to her house, she was met by avian Spirit Airlines as the eagle kidnaps her. Oh my gosh. So Bella was taken. Why? Because Felix was held at Talon Point. So what basically happened was Felix tried to save poor little one, and then the eagles threatened him. So now they're at the eagle's nest. But before he could eat, the eaglets, Ella and Earl, take action. They tell their father that they're interested in talking to Bella, but she doesn't trust them. But as they cozy up, they tell Bella that they want to escape from their father. He hasn't fed them, and they hate killing other animals for food. And so does our mother. We'll fly you down to your friends if you help us. This is a pact for freedom. Bella is torn between Betsy's words and their kind souls. She chooses their kind souls and helps them escape. As they do, and true to their word, Ella and Earl help Bella safely down to the ground. Bella is grateful but exhausted, reuniting with her friends who had been anxiously searching for her. The cooperation between Bella and the egrets highlights the importance of empathy and working together towards mutual goals. Their courage to seek a better life and Bella's bravery to help them shows that change is possible with determination and support. Ella became very close to Bella. When she became an adult, she went to Bella's parents and showed that she wasn't dangerous. She then took Bella for a sky ride that felt like SWA, Southwest Airlines. Can you read? And as for the others in her group, well, Ella grew into an adult eagle, and she remained close to Bella. One day, she visited Bella's parents to show that she meant no harm, earning her trust. Then she took Bella on a thrilling sky ride, giving her a new perspective on the world below. Ben grew into a strong protective bear. He continued to be a loyal friend, often helping Bella and the others with tasks that required strength. He became known as Gentle Giant of the Forest. Kayla developed into an agile and adventurous kangaroo. She loved exploring new territories and often brought back stories and treasures from her journeys. She and Bella enjoyed hopping through the meadows together, sharing their discoveries. Heather matured into a graceful and swift mare horse. She used her speed to help her friends in times of need, whether it was fetching help quickly or leading the way through tricky paths. She remained a kind and dependable friend. Felix blossomed into a clever and resourceful adult bird. He became an expert at finding the best hiding spots and sources of food. His keen eyesight and sharp mind made him a valuable ally to all his friends. The enduring bond between the friends highlights the importance of maintaining friendships and relationships, supporting each other throughout each different stage of life. So Heather had a rider, which we're gonna call Lily. Lily was gentle, kind, and loved all the woodland animals. She and Heather shared many adventures together. Lily treated Heather with respect and care as she does, understanding the importance of trust between rider and horse. Heather, in turn, was protective and loyal to Lily, and they often explored the meadows and forests, discovering new paths and hidden spots. They enjoyed galloping through the open fields and helping their animal friends whenever they could. With Lily's help, Heather could reach places the others couldn't, and they both worked together to assist Bella, Ben, Kayla, Felix, and Ella. Whether it was finding medicine for Grandpa Bunny, delivering messages quickly, or scouting for safe paths, Heather and Lily were always ready to lend a helping hand. She'd feed the seeds to chickadees in need, and then saw the eagle and bunny flying joyously. Heather was excited. Lily was curious. Heather saw her friends up in the air. She neighed happily, with her hooves dancing with excitement. Lily was curious about the unusual sight of the eagle and bunny together, and looked up with wide eyes. She'd heard about Ella and Bella's adventures, but had never seen them flying together. Now, little children, how would you feel if you were flying with a huge bird? And what interesting facts can we learn about the real-life versions of these baby animals? Well, a baby rabbit is called a kit. Kits are born blind, deaf, and hairless. They are completely dependent on their mother for the first few weeks. Within 10 days, kits grow fur and their eyes open. They begin to explore their surroundings as they become more mobile. Bear cubs are surprisingly tiny at birth, weighing about a pound, and they are born during hibernation. By the time they emerge from the den in spring, they are much larger and ready to explore under their mother's watchful eye. A joey of a kangaroo is incredibly small, about the size of a jelly bean when it's born. Immediately after birth, the joey crawls into its mother's pouch, where it continues to develop for about 6 months. Once strong enough, the joey will begin to venture out of the pouch, but still return for nourishment and safety. Foals are able to stand and walk within literal hours of birth, a crucial survival trait for prey animals. They grow quickly, doubling their weight within a couple of weeks. Cardinals hatch blind and featherless, and both parents are involved in feeding and caring for the chicks. 10 to 11 days after hatching, fledglings are ready to leave the nest and start learning how to fly. They remain under the care of their parents for some time. Eaglets hatch about 35 to 45 days of incubation. They are initially fed by their parents, who tear their food into small manageable pieces. Eaglets grow rapidly and develop feathers over the next few weeks. Fledglings are fledged at 10 to 12 weeks old, beginning to test their wings and learning to hunt under the guidance of their parents. This has been Wildlife Wednesday, and I hope you enjoyed this story, the both young and old. We'll see you next time on Wildlife Wednesday.